Hey guys, I have a haul today. It feels like forever since I've done a haul, which it probably hasn't been that long, but I've been doing more like first impressions videos and stuff instead of saving things to do a haul with, so you might have already seen some of these things in a first impressions or something that I did, but I'm going to try and get to talking about all this stuff that's been accumulating. First thing, I definitely already did a swatch video on these, so I'm not going to swatch them all, but I got the ColourPop Ultra Satins and then a couple of the pencils. I did a whole video on these. I did lip swatches and everything. So the pencils that I got were Marshmallow and Frickin' Frack, which is like a grayish lavender and then kind of a, I don't know, it goes on more like a muted cranberry color. For some reason I have the hardest time explaining what type of color Frickin' Frack is. So then the colors that I got Frickin' Frack in the Ultra Satin. And then I got the Marshmallow one, which is that grayish lavender, which is a super, super cool color. It doesn't look the greatest on me anyway, but I like it. Then I got Echo Park, which is like, I've been wearing this almost every day. I don't have it on today, but it's such a pretty, like, everyday nude for me. And then the last one I got was the Rabbit, which is a hot pink that has a bluish duochrome to it, and it is so gorgeous. I have already raved about how awesome the formula on these are. I mean, the only downside is that they are not transfer proof. They come off on everything all day long whenever you eat or drink anything, but for some reason, even though you see it coming off like whenever you touch anything, it stays all day long. All of these, like, I've worn all 4 of these for a full day at least so far, and they just last all the way into the night. So the next thing I got was another new thing from Hard Candy. They have all kinds of eyeliners now. Well, not all kinds, I think they have 3 different ones that have crazy tips. So this is the Bold and Gorgeous one, and I might end up getting some of the others. It's got like a chisel tip, so you can do thick liner, or you can turn it sideways and do thin liner. It doesn't get super thin and precise. It does make it very easy to do a winged liner with this, but it's not like waterproof. So if you're doing a wing and you have like an allergy attack or you have watery eyes in general, the wing is going to end up wiping off. That's the only thing that sucks. Otherwise, it dries super fast and doesn't budge like if you're rubbing on it or touching it, but as soon as something wet hits it, it's going to come off because it's super easy to remove. So I just want to show you real quick. It is super black. It's a really nice like general eyeliner, but I wouldn't recommend it for doing cat eyes because, like I said, it's really hard to keep it on all day if you have watery eyes. So, I mean, rubbing, and it's not coming off. But if I take a makeup wipe to it, comes right off right away. So, that I believe was $5, I want to say. And Walmart is the only place that sells Hard Candy, which sucks, I know. And then I picked up, did I get this at Walmart also? I think I did. I'm not sure, but this is the Garnier, no, I think I ordered this from Ulta. Yeah, Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. This is the all-in-one one. I didn't get the waterproof one. So, just because I feel like that one would be more oily, because they always are. I haven't even tried this yet, so I can't speak about it, but I've been using nothing but micellar cleansing waters to remove my makeup before I wash my face, and it's been working really well for me. I had I can't think of the name of it now. The Simple one is the one I've been using, and I ran out, so I wanted to try this one. Haven't opened it yet, but I will let you know how I like that. Then, I just filmed a video on these, so I don't know if this one will be up first. Probably that one will be up first, but the new brow stuff from ColourPop. So I got 2 of the pencils. I got Dope Taupe and Bangin' Brunette. They have little spoolies on the end, which are nice. I'm not a huge fan of the pencils because they don't really set and they just like wipe off if you accidentally wipe against your brow. But the little brow colors, which I got in the same color the same colors, Dope Taupe and Bangin' Brunette, are, this is the Dope Taupe one. So creamy and nice. They go on, they give you enough time before they set so that you can blend it out and do whatever you want with it. But they remind me a lot of their cream eyeliners because they set and they do not budge. I definitely recommend their brow colors over their brow pencils. For me anyway, I like the colors better. Then I saw, actually after I ordered this, I saw that they were getting rid of it. This was one of their eyeshadows in Puppy Love, but all the proceeds for this went to an animal shelter or an animal rescue, something like that, so it was for a good cause. Aiden is driving me nuts today because he's trying to build with his, what do you call it, Mega Blocks, and every time he stacks it too high and it knocks over, he flips out and gets aggravated. He has my, my lack of patience for things like that, but it has a little puppy paw on it. And it's just a really pretty, like, duochrome peach with like a pink shift to it. Give a little swatch here. I wore this yesterday all over the lid and it was really pretty. It's an awesome like inner highlight color too, so definitely get some use out of that. I really just bought it because the proceeds were going to an animal shelter or animal rescue, whatever it was. It was for animals. So that's that, and then I got what is on my lips, another hard candy thing. I forgot, I should have just done those two together. But another one of their Velvet Mousse. You guys know the first one I bought to try was the hibiscus color, because that was the only one that they had that I would wear the first time I went. And it was too, like, it was a fluorescent coral almost, and I didn't like the color on me. So this time when I went they had Cherry Blossom, which is what is on my lips. I absolutely love this color. This is like a reddish, deep pink. Again, I love the packaging. It's nice and flat. I don't see the need for the tin, but the tin is cool anyway. It has a little mirror in it, which this mirror is broken, and I just realized that. There's like a crack in it, so that's lovely. But these are definitely, they last pretty much all day. They're pretty much kiss-proof. A little bit comes off, like when I first put it on. I just put it on before I started filming. But for the most part, they last a really long time. You cannot beat that for $6. They're pretty much like the ColourPop ones, only these are a little bit more comfortable to wear. They're not as drying. Another lip product. I got this from Ulta because I saw, again, my friend has a channel on here. Her username is Lunacy, so I will hopefully remember and link it below. But we always end up making each other buy things because we see stuff in hauls and we're like, I have to have that. So she had this, and I had to have it just for the packaging. It's called Lip Bangs Lip Freak Buzzing Lip Balm, and I got the flavor Berry Sinister. This stuff is so weird, but it has like a skull and a circus freaks theme, and I had to get this. It was only $4.95 at Ulta. I saw them at a couple other online stores, but they were more expensive, and they have this one, which is Berry Sinister. They have a bubblegum one, a mint one, and then some other stores had a cherry one, but I just ended up getting the berry one, which it's got a little mustache on it. It looks like a regular lip balm. It looks like it's red, but it doesn't give any color payoff. It's just clear, and it is so freaking weird. I don't get berry from this at all. It smells like cinnamon, first of all, and I don't know how to describe it, because if you've had lip plumpers or any type of tingling lip balm, it does tingle, but it's way more intense than that. It doesn't really hurt, but it's got like a burning, almost feels like little electrical pulses all over your lips because it's so intense. It's really, really weird. So pretty much as soon as you put it on, your lips start tingling like that. It lasts for maybe 15-ish minutes, and then I find with me anyway, it feels like I have just gone to the dentist and had a filling and my lips are all numb from the Novocaine. You know, it's not that intense to where I can pinch my lip and not feel it at all, but it has that feeling, like they just go numb after a while, and then it goes away, and It's a rather moisturizing lip balm, but it's not something I can use all the time because it's so like, oh, what's happening to my lips? So it's a very odd product, but it's cool. I'm keeping this for sure. It is like a unisex one. It says for boys and girls, 100% natural. I don't know what's in it that makes your lips feel crazy like that. Rosemary oil extract, carmine, a bunch of stuff I can't pronounce, but yeah, it's weird. So if you're interested and intrigued like I was, it's only $5. The last thing that I got were a bunch of the new Wet n Wild brushes. I keep seeing people rave about these, and the only place, literally the only place I could find them was online at the Wet n Wild website, and they didn't even have all the ones that I wanted in stock, but I was able to grab a few. How many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 of them. I haven't really used them a lot yet because, like I said, I've just had this stuff sitting here, and I got sick and I wasn't wearing makeup, so I haven't even tried these yet. So I will just grab a few at a time. I do want to, if these are good, I'm going to eventually get the other ones that were in stock, but I managed to get the powder brush, which I love them first of all because they're white, they're pink at the top. I'm not the biggest fan of light bristled brushes just because they show like product on it the first time you use it, and then you gotta, if you're a neat freak like me, you gotta wash it every single time you use it. But I like that it has this little divot for your finger. It's kind of nice to hold on to. It looks like it's already shedding, which is going to be a bummer if they shed, but it's very soft. This was like the biggest, fluffiest one, I think, out of all of them. But very nice and soft. So this is like an all-over powder brush. Then I got the blush brush, which is just slightly smaller than that. Just as soft, again. I think they all have that little divot, which is cool, but this one's nice and not as fluffy, but it's very soft. And what did we got? I got the small stipple brush. They were out of the large stipple brush. It's pretty much the same size as the e.l.f. small stipple brush. That's what that looks like. That is rather nice. And this one is pink at the bottom and white at the top. All the other ones are pink at the top and white at the bottom. I just noticed that. Then we have the large eyeshadow brush. This is a very like fluffy, I'll probably end up using it more as a flat blending brush because it's kind of big for, I don't know, maybe all over eyeshadow, but again, very soft. And I should mention that none of these brushes are more than $2.99. Like a lot of them were 99 cents, which is crazy. The prices are like 99 cents, $1.99, $2.99, which is why I grabbed so many at once because they're super affordable. So the small, is that what this is? Small concealer brush. It's a very flat, kind of stiff, but not really because it's still soft, but that's the kind of consistency I like in a concealer brush, so that's that one. And then the small eyeshadow brush, which is what I thought I just grabbed, but that is this one. It's kind of like the concealer one, but a little bit wider. Still pretty much the same flatness. I don't know how much I'm going to like this for applying eyeshadow, just because it feels a lot like the Urban Decay eyeshadow brushes that they always give you in the Naked palettes, and I hate those for applying eyeshadow. And then this last one was one I really needed because my favorite brush to apply like liquid and gel eyeliner is the Sonia Kashuk bent liner brush that they don't make anymore. At least I don't think they do. And it's like on its last legs because it's all fraying and falling apart. And I have not been able to find another one that I like as much. Like I have the e.l.f. one, I have one from Tarte. I don't like them as much. So hopefully this one looks a lot similar to the Sonia Kashuk one. And I believe this one was only 99 cents, which is insane. And if I like it as much, I'm going to buy like 5 more before they don't make any more of these, because that's just awesome. It's got the little protective thing on it that I'm going to keep on it to try and, I don't know, it's not really, it doesn't really keep its shape this way, but just to protect it. But yeah, these are pretty nice, like, feeling wise. They've got some weight to them. They're not like, they don't feel flimsy. I don't know, I'm excited to play with these and try them out. So yeah, like I said, if your Walgreens and Rite Aids and everything don't have these yet, which mine do not, they never get new stuff right away, go to the Wet n Wild website. I think it's wetandwildbeauty.com. I know it's not just wetandwild.com because that's the water park. I make that mistake almost every time I try to type the website in. But yeah, I like these so far. I like that they're white handles. They're gonna look nice with my gold skull brush holder thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little haul here. Like I said, I hadn't done one in a while and I just wanted to film a haul for you guys. So hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you in my next video.